Scrabble. 2110, years ago, I did one of my first news stories about 2110. Ron Nichols was our professor over at Coppin State, and he brought a bunch of us over to 2110 North Charles Street. And darn if it wasn't some of the best food I've ever had in my life. And lo and behold, I learned that black men are chefs too.
Absolutely.
See, I thought my dad was a chef.
Oh, yeah.
He come in and anything in the refrigerator would go in the pot.
There you go.
No,
That's
wasn't.
Cajun. That's called Cajun.
What's the deal?
I brought today Ladina Wenzel with the Restaurant Association.
Hi, Ladina.
Good morning, Donnie.
How are you? Yeah, get
Doing
close to
great.
that mic. Don't be shy.
I'm doing great. How
All
about
right.
you?
Go ahead, Benny.
Yeah, and actually, I've been mentoring all my life. And this is an extension of that where I'm actually in the curriculum, the national curriculum for high schools that's around the country. And now the Olympics for high school culinary, Ladina is actually instrumental, major part of bringing that here for 2 years straight. And if you know about Baltimore now, we are becoming more of a restaurant town.
Well, let's back up.
Hospitality.
Ladina, what do you represent?
I am the Senior Director of Development and ProStart for the Restaurant Association of Maryland Education Foundation. My job is to implement the ProStart program in over 100 schools statewide, and I work at the national level as well. We have 6 schools right in Baltimore City who employ the ProStart program, which is a school-to-career program. So the students completing this job will be ready to go right into the workforce once they have completed the program. So it's a great segue to the segment that you just had on. These students are ready to work when they come out of high school. We hope that they'll go on to college, of course, but they're job ready once they finish.
Right, that's excellent. That sounds really great. For what we want to see more of are programs like that. And of course, people are always going to eat, right?
Absolutely. No matter what the economic situation is, people are going to eat, and they're going to eat out. I think we have an obligation to students and families to make sure that they are educated on how to use the food that is available to them to make them more nutritious and healthier choices. So we saw Donnie Sunday at the farmer's market, and what a great environment to teach kids about the fresh produce that's available and how to use it once they get it into their homes. This program helps to do that.
Right, that's great.
Benny, are we creating more chefs here in Baltimore?
Absolutely. If you would look back, the culinary part of Baltimore is really growing. And one of the reasons why Ladina had won the competition to have the nationals come here is because Baltimore, when I travel around the country, stands out like you would not believe. I mean, if you think about it, New Orleans, we're a lot like New Orleans. And when it came down to
Our
food,
crab soup better than the gumbo.
absolutely. And now,
Maybe.
well,
But
no, it
neither
is.
one of them brought food today, so we have to talk about that as well.
Yeah, what kind of chicanery is that, man? Who does a food show and don't bring no food? You got a Snickers bar?
That way
No,
you
not
bring us
that.
back.
Oh.
That way you bring us back more often, so we can talk about it. We'll
All right,
cook for you every
bring a
week.
plate next Tuesday. What you want? that gumbo sound real good.
Yeah,
That's a fade.
We can bulk you up real good.
Why you trying to make me a big boy?
Yeah.
We'll bring you some
Nutritious.
some
Oh,
southern.
nutrition, because we got too much butt and gut in the hood, man.
Right.
Obesity is off the hook. 13-year-olds, it's. Have you seen what's going on in Baltimore?
Absolutely, and that's what this program helps you do. It helps to educate kids, and as well as not just the kids, but the adults, because a lot of them is patterns that have been transcended, from the adults on down.
If the
So,
mama eating a chicken box every night, guess what the baby eating?
chicken box, right? And this program, if you go to ProStart, if you go, well, you tell them, Medina.
What's the website?
The website.
www.ramef.org. That's the state website. National website is www.prostart.restaurant.org.
And what is it all about?
All about kids, getting them ready for jobs, school to career program.
So if
nutrition.
we have young people out there who are interested in being a chef, they need to call you.
Absolutely.
Is there a phone number?
410
410. Get your ink pens, y'all. 410.
290 6800.
One more time for them.
410 290-6800, and my direct extension is 1015.
What will they learn, Benny? Will they learn how to be a chef like you?
And then some, because you got to understand, everybody's not going to be a chef, but just think about the mother who needs to take care of her kids, how to have them eat nutritious, as well as parents all across the board, and even just like supporting local, where the farmers market and all. This is not just about
It's the smell
chef.
of that farmer's market that I just love. The
It's
farm
incredible.
smell. Hopefully it ain't a pesticide smell I'm in love with. Just that fresh farm smell.
Well, you know what? It's sort of how you opened up the show. It's like a gumbo. When you go down to the farmer's market, it was anybody and everybody had the same thing in mind: eating and eating healthy. And that's what this is about. This is
What's the best way to eat that roast beef that man got on that grill down there? I'd tell him I want it medium. I want it pink in the middle, chef. How do you order your roast beef?
Well, I eat beef all kind of different ways because it depends on how you cook it. And
The
that's-
roast beef, the one the man got on the grill.
Right. Well, a lot of people I go with mine medium.
Okay, so I'm
Medium.
in the ballpark.
So you don't cook out all the nutrients.
Because black
and all.
people cook a steak well done until it's done. You can't done it no more.
There you go. And a lot of times it's because of education. Because if you didn't see it and I didn't tell you it wasn't cooked well done, you would eat it medium rare. You know what I mean? And just like just like with your vegetables, a lot of times we grew up cooking our vegetables.
Overcooking them.
There you go. And if you didn't know that, I mean, it's just sort of how you were trained.
You ever eat some lightly cooked collard greens?
Yes.
How were they?
They weren't that good.
Yeah, we like them overdone, man.
Right. And that's, but everything is
It's
not
the
meant
pot
to be
liquor
cooked.
anyway.
There you go. But everything is not meant to
Y'all
be
don't know
raw.
nothing about pot liquor out there.
Yeah.
All right, put a final plug in. We got to talk about some jobs for Bernice. Put her foot in me.
Okay.
I would love to have the support of Baltimore City and the surrounding community for the ProStart program, either through sponsorship or mentorship. That's very, very important.
Who needs a call in terms of mentors? Restaurants?
Anybody who knows anything about the hospitality industry. Restaurants, restaurant managers, not just back of the house. We want front of the house too. That middle management's really important.
I used to run a restaurant. Head waiter.
Love to have you as a mentor, Donnie. ramef.org. Click on the buttons.
I ain't into too much volunteering these days. I'm into invoices. That's good stuff.